Hey, I'm Brandon with RevZilla, and today we are checking out the Forma Terra EVO X boots available at RevZilla.com. So you might be familiar with the Terra EVO, the non-X version of these boots. They are going to be very, very similar. The main difference that you're getting with the EVO X is that the sole is going to be a little bit stiffer, which is going to be better towards those who are standing up on their pegs a bit more. And then towards the back, you're going to see this kind of TPU material wrapping around the back. It's got some additional reinforcement here towards the rear, and that's the major updates that you're going to see with the EVO X boots. But I still really like the previous model. I like these as well. I think at this point we can probably get rid of the older models, but these are going to be about $40 more. But I think they're going to be a little bit better suited for the true ADV rider out there who is, out there on the trails. They want some excellent protection. They want to be able to stand up on the pegs routinely, but they want something to withstand the abuse of the trails. This is going to be an excellent boot for you to check out. And also, it's comfortable enough to you can wear it all day long touring, and it has that waterproof capability as well. It's a Drytex waterproof membrane that's incorporated with these boots. So a lot going on. I like the updates here. It was nothing major. I think we could have used a little bit more going on with these boots, especially for a $40 increase in the price point. But considering that the originals were so successful, I'm glad that they didn't stray away too much on the newer version of these. Let's talk about the overall fit that we've got going on with these bad boys. I would certainly say that they are fitting true to what the sizing chart is going to recommend for you. I typically wear a size 10.5 to a size 11 in most of my boots. I wear a 45 in these, and they fit me right on target. So I would certainly say, stick with your typical shoe size. I will note that they do have a little bit of room in the toe, a little bit wide in the toe, but nothing overly dramatic. I wouldn't consider myself having wide feet, and I think they fit me just fine. Just a little bit of extra room in there. Now, speaking of that, a lot of people wear tall socks with their ADV style boots. You're actually getting a free pair of tall socks included with these boots. So that's a nice little benefit there as well. And keep in mind, these boots will ship to you for free. And as always, we do have our price match policy in place. That is there to ensure that you're getting the best deal around. So make sure that you're taking advantage of that. And again, these are coming in around that $380 price point. Let's talk about the main construction. So we do have a cowhide. It's like an oiled cowhide leather main construction. It has a really nice hand to it. It's definitely a top-notch quality. Good reinforcement at the toe. You can see you've got this TPU shifter pad here that's going to be on both the left and the right toe. And then as we work our way around the side, you can see some additional leather reinforcement and then some hard TPU working its way around the entirety of the boot and towards the back. And again, as I mentioned before, that's going to be that kind of ankle brace. It's still going to help with that torsional and lateral protection as well as that forward and backward movement with the brace itself. You can see it's giving you a little bit more integrity, but still giving you the movement you want so you can manipulate your controls. Let's talk about the sole here real quick. I mentioned that it was a bit stiffer. The original one was already, a 10 out of 10 when it comes to the overall stiffness. And this one I would say is just as stiff. It's just a little bit more reinforced. So I think it's going to have a bit more longevity for you, especially, if you think about ADV bikes, dirt bikes, dual sport bikes, they have very aggressive foot pegs. So I think this is just going to last a bit longer for you in comparison to the previous gen. But still very stiff, lug pattern sole, really nice grip here. And yeah, 10 out of 10, no doubt about it. Very stiff sole there. Now, 3 buckles on the side. It's going to be a combination of aluminum and plastic buckles here, very easy to adjust. You can see you've got tons of adjustability with these buckles all the way to the top. And I might as well go ahead and undo these actually while we're talking about the buckles and work our way to the interior. I mentioned that it has that Drytex membrane, which is giving you that waterproof capability, little Velcro towards the top. And as we work our way to the interior, you can see that we have a 3D mesh interior just to help promote some airflow and keep you comfortable when you're riding out there. And you can see this is that Drytex liner, goes to about right here. So not quite up to the top of that buckle, just a few inches below that, but still really good coverage. And if you've got ADV pants on, you'll most likely be covering that up anyways when they're closed up. Let's go ahead and buckle these bad boys down. Uh-oh. Adjust that Velcro real quick. I think for the ADV guys out there, dual sport riders out there, there's a lot of good protection incorporated here. They've got a good amount of movement. You've got that tactile feel, but you've got the stiffness you want as well. So I think it's a really good combination and a really great price point. And no doubt about it. The previous model of these was very successful, and they've only slightly improved it. Not dramatic changes, but there's not a dramatic change in the price point, in my opinion. So I'm certainly not mad about it. And again, you can see that hinge system. I just wanted to show you the medial side of the boots here, that hard TPU wrapping around it, as well as that oiled leather. So this is very low profile. I like that design as well because it still allows you to hug the bike very well. It's not overly bulky or anything like that. I think the combination of having a waterproof boot, something that's flexible enough to move very well on the bike, but stiff enough that it's going to give you the integrity you want when you're out there riding and still maintain that grip. There's a lot going on with these boots, and I think Forma did an excellent job not changing it too much from the original version, which we like so much. But of course, if you're looking for more details, you can always click that info button. That's going to take you over to RevZilla.com where you can read other rider reviews. And as always, if you have any questions for us, please do not hesitate to reach out. Give our Gear Geeks a call at 877-792-9455 or simply shoot over an email, cs@RevZilla.com. Thanks for hanging out with me for a bit and taking a closer look at the Forma Terra EVO X boots. I'm Brandon. Keep it pinned.